kitchen with FLIK Hospitality Group. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making chia seed pudding and we're flavoring it with apples and cinnamon, reminiscent of apple pie, which is one of my favorite desserts. And I'm excited to show you this because we're not only using chia seeds, but we're also playing with some oats in here. It's a really good breakfast in the morning, a quick grab from the refrigerator, or a snack depending on how you like it. So if you haven't used chia seeds before, they're really fun. I know you're probably thinking of the song Chia, right? And you put those on your chia pet. It's the same thing, but they're widely available now. It's the new superfood. So they're all these beautiful seeds. They come in mostly black, the color black, grayish black anyway, and then they do come in blonde or white as well, but the gray black is the most known varietal. They're high in omega-3 fatty acids, they're high in fiber, as well as have some iron in there too. They are hydrophilic, meaning the exterior is hydrophilic, that can soak up 10 times the amount of weight in one of these. So you'll see kind of like a gel form around it when you put it in a liquid, and that is because of the hydrophilic exterior. But 10 times their weight, that's pretty crazy. All right, so little fun on our chia seeds. Let's get started. I have apples here. This is 2 cups of apples. It's really whatever I had in my fridge. So I believe I had Gala and Granny Smith. So peeled and cored. I'm mixing in a little bit of lemon juice just to prevent them from browning, oxidizing basically. And this is 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice here. Tossing those. And then all I'm going to do from there, I'm going to toss this with some cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon. I've been into this like roasted cinnamon lately. It's not as sweet as your traditional cinnamon. You should try roasted, it's really good. Stirring this up just to combine it. You can add nutmeg in here. Again, if you don't have apples, it's kind of cool. You can play around with the fruit in here. I have blueberries in the fridge. You can make this blueberry, change it up. You don't have to use cinnamon in here either. I'm adding in my oats and my honey here. So the honey is just a regular, I believe I got a local honey. It's 2 tablespoons for sweetness. You don't have to add the honey if you don't want to. You don't have to add any sugar into this. It just obviously won't be as sweet. But you could also use a different sweetener too, or you could use stevia or anything along those lines. So I'm mixing that in the apples, and you'll see some juices start to release from the apples, which is great, because those are all going to be soaked up by the chia seeds and by the oats in here. Okay, so I'm mixing this up just to combine it. Then I'm adding my oats. So this is literally just, I use steel cut instant oats, but you can use just regular instant oats. You want to use instant because they're going to actually be able to absorb all the liquid and they will be tender in the morning. Whereas if you use just a standard oat or just a steel cut oat, it's not going to be tender in the morning when you go to eat this. So I'm using instant steel cut, which you can get in the grocery store as well. And it's only 1/4 cup. You're not using a whole lot here. Then into this, I'm adding my chia seeds. I'm using 1/2 cup of chia seeds in this. And then I'm stirring this all together. This is something you could do on the weekend. You could do it on a Sunday before you go back to work on Monday, and you can grab this. It's good for kids because you can just put it in the refrigerator and they can grab it at their leisure whenever they're hungry or searching for a snack or a quick breakfast that's healthy and tastes good in the morning, because I know a lot of kids are picky with that. And I'm still picky with that. I like something that tastes really good. Okay, so this is all mixed together. Then I have my almonds. I just toasted some almonds in the oven at 350 degrees for 5 minutes, just until they're nice and toasty golden brown. You'll want to do that. The flavor comes out even more than nuttiness in those almonds when you toast them. Always toast your nuts. And I will toast seeds every once in a while too, just to get that flavor out. All right, and that's it. Now, last piece I'm adding is my almond milk. You can use any type of milk in here. You can use dairy as well. If you want to use cow's milk, goat's milk, whatever. I'm using almond, coconut milk works, cashew, really anything. Looks like a lot of liquid, but I promise you, once it sets up, everything is going to be absorbed, and then your pudding is going to be thick and delicious. bear with it, right? Because remember, those chia seeds soak up 10 times their weight. And then the oats as well soak up a ton of moisture. And that's it. Now I have, here are my little cups. My cute little cups here. I love them. They're my favorite. I'm making snack sizes. You can put them in mason jars as well if you want a bigger breakfast size, a full portion. I'm going to use a ladle to put them in here. All right, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill them up to the brim here. And then you'll let them sit in the refrigerator overnight. They're obviously not ready to eat right now. Once you let them sit in the refrigerator overnight, they're going to be nice and thick and ready to eat. But let them sit for 24 hours. You can even let them sit for 2 to 3 days, but make sure you eat them on the 3rd day because the apples will start to turn brown even though you put that lemon juice on them. And that is it. I mean, how cute are these little things? As I spill a little bit on my hands. But how cute are they, right? You'll want to make these. Play around with the flavors, change up the fruit in here, give it a whirl. I guarantee you, you'll be hooked. Take care. Enjoy.